Hello, students, and welcome to your English language class. I hope you all are doing great. Today, in this class, we'll be learning about modals. Now, what are modals? Modal auxiliaries are helping verbs which are not affected by person or gender. Example will, would, shall, should, etc. Now, students, modals are your helping verbs. These auxiliaries express the mode or manner of the action denoted in the main verb. They are always used along with the main verb. So these are the helping verbs. Now let us understand the nature of modals. They are never used alone. They must have a principal or main verb with them. For example, I can play the violin. Here you can see the main verb is play and can is used as a helping verb here. So can is a modal. They have the same form throughout whatever the person and the number of subject is. For example, I can run, they can run, you can run. So here you can see with all the first person, second person, and third person, we are using can. They don't have infinites or participle form. We can't use to with them or the past participle form or write can driven, etc. In most cases, they show present or future time. Now, here's the list of modals: shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought, dare, need, used to. So now in this class, we'll be taking only half of the modals. So let us start with the uses of modals, and the first modal that we have is shall. Now shall is used whenever we want to express future with the first person I or we. Like for example, here's a sentence: I shall sing a song tomorrow. With I, we always use shall. We shall play a match in the evening. Whenever you want to express future with the first person means I or we, then we must always use shall. Next is to express a command, threat, or promise. You shall leave this place at once. When you are giving a command to someone, then you can use shall. Or a threat: if you make a noise, you shall be punished. Or a promise: he shall get a prize if he wins the match. In interrogative sentences, shall is widely used with the first person to indicate offer or suggestion and with the third person to know the desire of the person spoken. Now, like for example, shall I make a cup of tea for you if you're offering someone something? Which book shall I buy? Asking to suggest. In a complex sentence, however, will and shall are always used in the principal clause and never in the subordinate clause. I shall help if he works for me. So you see that it is always used in the principal clause and never in the subordinate clause. Whenever you're talking about a complex sentence, you know what a complex sentence is: the sentence having principal clause and the subordinate clause and is connected with a word. Will is used in to doubtful case. Now let us talk about the next modal that we have, should, which is the past form of shall. Now we use should to express duty or obligation. Like for example, we should keep our word. Now that's our duty or that's our obligation, that we should keep our word. To express supposition: if I should meet him now, he will not recognize me. Whenever you are supposing something, then you can use should. To express advice: you should not tell a lie. If you are advising someone, you should always use should. To express condition: should this happen, I will resign. Now, this is a conditional thing that if it happens, I will resign, then we can also use should. As past tense of shall in indirect speech. I said that I should sing a song the next day. Now, direct speech में अगर हम कहते हैं I shall sing a song tomorrow, then in indirect speech we'll use should in place of shall. I said that I should sing a song the next day. After lest, showing fear. Walk carefully lest you should stumble. Now, whenever you are showing your fear, then also you can use should. Now, this is your third model, will. To express future tense, he will go home today. Now, with second person or third person, we can use will. He will go home today. To express intention, promise, threat, and determination. Like for intention, I will go home today, like I intend to go home today. I will try to do better next time, that's a promise. And if you're threatening someone, I will avenge his death. कि मैं उसकी मौत का बदला लूँगा. I will do or die, determination. That's your, whenever you want to show your determination, then also you can use will. To express assumption or request. Will you please open the door? That's a request. He will be here anytime. That's a assumption. To indicate characteristics or habits, insistence or invitation. Like for example, he will be talking all the time without doing anything. That's his habit. This machine will work very well and will not give any trouble. That's the characteristic of the machine we are talking about. Will you have tea? That's invitation. And he will not follow my instructions. That's insistence. Now let's talk about would. That's the past form of will. As past tense of will in indirect speech. He told me that he would go to Delhi. Now, here you can see this is the direct speech. He said to me, I will go to Delhi. That was the direct speech. And when we change the direct speech into indirect, then will becomes would. He told me that he would go to Delhi. To express a habit in the past, he would sit all the day with the book in his hand. Here, would can be substituted by used to. To express willingness, I would do my best to satisfy you. And to express wish, then also we can use would, like, for example, would that I were wealthy. To express a request, would you please open the door? That's a request. Now, the next modal that we have is can. Can is always used to express ability, like I can swim across a river. To express permission, you can go now. To express possibility, this road can be blocked. So there is a possibility that this road can be blocked. Now could, as you know, past form of can. It can be used as past tense of can in indirect speech, like we've already done before. He said that he could solve the problem. Direct speech में था, he said I can solve the problem. To express ability in the past, I could swim across the river when I was young. तो आप अपनी जो पास्ट में आपकी एबिलिटी थी आप उसको बताने के लिए यू कैन यूज़ कुड. टू एक्सप्रेस पोलाइट रिक्वेस्ट, कुड यू प्लीज़ लेट मी हैव योर बुक. जब आप पोलाइटली किसी को रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं देन ऑल्सो यू कैन यूज़ कुड. टू एक्सप्रेस पॉसिबिलिटी, दिस रोड कुड बी ब्लॉक्ड. सो यू सी, and also to express permission, could I use your telephone? So I hope you've understood the modals we have done in this video so far. Now you have to write all these modals in your fair notebook and you have to submit the homework in the group, and we'll be doing the rest of the modals in the next video. Thank you all for watching this video.